experiment more with cyanotype printing. See how these variables can affect my practice, like strength of sunlight throughout the day and the variations of blues and browns that I can create when toning. I am never good with words, but my medium encourages me to look again. I make art because this is the only way I know to live in the most honest possible way. I tend to base on perception, to preservation, to historical consciousness, because I know our lives are shaped drastically by history. And despite the colonial history of photography in my country, I believe in it. I like to think I'm reclaiming photography through ways I know. It has this power to challenge, it can create new ways of storytelling, and I believe it can overlap with other materials. I ended up tagging along to House of Wisdom even when it wasn't part of my plans. I'm glad I did because that's where I discovered the book called Camera Orientalist by Ali Bedad. The book gave me a sense of photography's history in the Middle East. The trip to Malayha Archaeological Center is a huge influence. To me, it's always been an honor to be in a space that has existed way before the first people or communities have taken their first breath. When I think of the desert, I see it as a transitory space, an ever-shifting landscape, so it's like human movement and migration. I suppose that it would help me if I get to have images of the landscapes here, of what that the familiarity feels like. I call my piece Bulgad. It started with reading essays written by Resil Mojares, a Filipino historian, and he's also declared National Artist for Literature. I read his book, House of Memory, and he had essays tackling the necessity of human movement and migration. These essays resonated and fueled what I wanted to create. I wanted something that would depict how paglisan or leaving is natural to us. It's ingrained, but there's also the irony of how we're attuned to the idea of home, how we're always seeking the familiar. The residency definitely gave me everything I needed. I had enough time to explore my concept and also for technique. I always knew that I'd learn new things, but it also exceeded my expectations. I learned how to trust myself and what I'm feeling and my own judgment when I'm creating. I learned a lot from people from here, from their own culture and their narratives, and I have allowed all these things to shape me. You don't learn this in school, and you can never find these online, definitely. And being in Sharjah gave me so much clarity. I know for certain that I didn't become an artist or that I didn't want to create something just to express cluelessness. I want to keep creating meaningful things with my hands for as long as I can. I'm Eunice Sanchez and I'm a visual artist from the Philippines. I use photography and alternative photographic processes for my art.